Manchester City 3, Burnley 1. First half, it was a stroll in the park. We were completely dominant. Second half, other than when we scored the third through Rodri, we didn't really do a lot. And I felt like we were very sloppy in the final third. Because I thought Doku was giving the ball away quite a lot of the time in the final third with his passes. I thought Nunes was really good tonight, and I thought Alvarez took his 2 goals well. I thought Gvardiol could have done better for their goal because I thought he let the Burnley player get past him too easy. I'm not an expert on Burnley, so I don't know that many Burnley players' names, apart from like James Trafford and that. I think Burnley they didn't really offer a lot going forward, but they did well when they conceded the third not to concede about 5 or 6 or more. But I feel like it was a missed opportunity in terms of the goal difference, because I think we're not going to get many games where we're going to score 5 or 6 goals, because I feel like the league's too competitive for that to happen this year with many teams. And I think tonight was a bigger opportunity. Obviously, we did get the 3 goals, but I feel like it was an opportunity to get like 5 or 6 or more. And if the league's decided on goal difference, then we're going to have to start scoring like 5 and 6 in games. I think Doku is turning into a bit like Anthony, where he's got good skills, don't get me wrong, but whenever he gets the into the box where he has to pass it, he always either puts the ball out of play or gives it to an opposing player. And I've said for a while that I think Grealish is the better player, but now I've actually realised that Doku's not actually that great of a player. And I don't know whether it's because Gvardiol is not a great player or he's just not a left back. I think it's just that he's not a left back and he should be played at centre back, to be honest. I just watched the second half of Liverpool from like the 48th minute to the end of the game, and Liverpool scored 4 goals against Chelsea, and that's more than what we scored against Burnley, so that's a bit concerning. I know Chelsea are not a great team because they do have the odd battering been done to them in the season, but they can also cause the odd surprise, so they did let us down tonight, Chelsea, in terms of them giving us a favour. But they've got Arsenal next, so hopefully that's another game where there's more chance of us being done a favour. But realistically, we don't really want Arsenal winning that game either. The best result for the Arsenal-Liverpool game for City would be a draw. Because if Arsenal win, they go above us. And if Liverpool win, they go 8 points clear of us before our game against Brentford. And I'm being honest with you, if we play like we did tonight in the second half against Brentford, then Brentford could actually get something out of the game against us. Because Brentford, I've seen that they lost 3-2 tonight, but even though they lost 3-2, they did still score 2 goals against a decent Spurs side, which is not an easy stadium to go to. But my man of the match would have been Nunes. Close second, Alvarez. Biggest disappointment for me would have been Doku. And overall, I thought the game was quite boring. Because up until like that time where Burnley got the goal to make it 3-1, nothing really happened in the second half. There was a few near misses from City, like the Haaland one where he tried to get his shot away, but he didn't get a good enough connection onto it. But apart from that, nothing really happened in the second half. And if I wasn't a City fan, I would have turned it off. And we've got... I think the next two league games for us are Brentford and Everton. So those two games are not going to be easy. I know Everton, on paper, at home, we should be putting quite a few past them. But Everton are in a relegation battle. As well are Burnley, who we beat tonight. So they're going to come and put 10 men behind the ball for the whole game. And also, I remember them getting a 1-1 draw against us last season. I know we're in better form now than we were in this sort of time last season, but it's still a possibility of us dropping points in one of those games if we perform like we did in today's second half. I'd have to say the performance was like a 7 out of 10. And it was always going to be enough with a 7 out of 10 to beat Burnley. But if it was a 7 out of 10 against a better team, then we might have been dropping points today. But I'm happy that we got the 3 points because we're above Arsenal. And it's a shame that we're still 5 points behind Liverpool, but we've got to keep going. One thing that we've got to do this season to win the league is I think we've got to go to Anfield and win. A draw might not be good enough this year because Liverpool don't look like dropping many points. And obviously they're going to be determined to win the league because it's obviously Klopp's last season. Which is going to make him want to go out on a high. So I'll be doing a reaction to the United Wolves game because that's a big game tomorrow. And I don't know if there's any other games on after that. I know there's Everton Spurs on Saturday. And I know there's Arsenal-Liverpool on the Sunday. But other than that, I don't really know if there's that many good games on. Other than the City-Brentford game, which is half decent on the Monday. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We're not too far away from 290, so I want to get there soon. And if anyone wants to come on these like post-match videos, then it would be good because it's better to be talking to someone else than just me talking to a camera by myself. Well, not a camera, but you know what I mean, like recording on a phone. But I'll see you guys in the next one.